Facebook too. All right, so let's get this on Facebook, and then I'll share it to the group Filled with Good. That's what we love to share with our customers. I'm just going to title it Omegas, Why We Need Them, and go live. It takes it a sec. And my page is public if y'all ever want to share it on your page or share it with a friend. You can always invite your friends to Filled with Good. Of course, we want to have them in our community. And then if they're not on Facebook, we have the YouTube channel link. All right, let's stop the Facebook on my computer. Got it. All right, here we go. So welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm Angel Pollock, the Fitness Angel. Y'all know me. And I do this every week because I just want to share simple solutions for people who want to improve their health. That's what it's all about, guys. And I'm just so grateful for those that came today. Thank you, guys. And if anybody is watching this on Facebook, we are here to support you too. So whoever invited you to the call, whoever's page you're watching it on, ask more questions, because that's how we learn. That's how we grow. That's how we get better. And I remember when my kids were little, they were always commended for asking lots of questions because we taught them that. Ask questions. So that's what we're here to do, is help you on your journey. So today it's all about omegas, and I have my omegas right here. I love these guys so much. And if you can see, I'm going to show you a close-up. See that liquid in there? We call it liquid gold. It's a game changer. I love it. So I've been learning a little bit about the omegas, and really I want to start out with this call. How do you know you need more, right? Because I read that 90% of Americans are deficient in omegas, and we don't hear that enough. And 20% do not show any omegas whatsoever in their blood. Is that not crazy? So here are some signs that you're deficient. Thought this was really interesting. Let's see. You have problems with your skin, hair, or nails. Omegas build up cell walls, and when levels are too low, you experience dry skin, brittle hair, and thin nails that peel and crack. And you can get rashes on your skin and dandruff. Did y'all ever think about that? Another sign is you have chronic fatigue, trouble sleeping. It can be tricky because there's a lot of other things that could go into play. But a lack of omegas is a likely culprit. Boosting your levels can improve significantly the amount of sleep and the quality of sleep. So once you're enjoying that rest, you'll see other benefits as well, because we know sleep is so important. Your body heals while you sleep. And I've heard our friend Debbie Walton, who teaches a lot, she says she takes her omegas at night. So she breaks up her concentrated fruits, veggies, berries, and omegas. She breaks them up. So another deficit in concentration and attentiveness may be because of lack of omegas. Your memory, your focus, and if you're short in omegas or don't have enough, you can also be more irritable and anxious, anxiety. So I think we've learned a lot about mental health. May is Brain Tumor Awareness Month, but it's also Mental Health Awareness Month. And I thought that was interesting. They go hand in hand. And it says children and adults who seem to anger quickly for no reason may actually have an omega deficiency. And here's another one, especially for those of us who love to work out and exercise. David, you'll resonate with this. Joint pain, leg cramps. Does anybody ever get leg cramps? That could be a deficiency. We know that omegas are anti-inflammatory. So that is so important, guys. And inflammation is the root cause of every disease, every chronic illness, or almost every illness. And Dr. Odom might want to correct me on some of these things. I can tell you're paying attention. Dr. Odom, you're ready. Okay. Tell me what I say wrong. Also, guys, another symptom are chronic allergies. Allergies, we don't think about that, but that could be a deficiency. And eczema, I know that was true for my son. He had eczema and allergies, asthma, all that stuff. And this is one I did not know, chronic or excessive earwax. Have y'all heard that? Excessive ear wax. This is a strange one, but patients who are tired of the gunk in their ears may find that increasing their omegas will alleviate it. It says the buildup can actually lead to hearing loss. Consuming enough omegas can help protect your hearing. One study showed a 14% reduction in the risk of hearing loss for those who added sufficient fatty acids. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And I'm thinking that's due to inflammation, because inflammation causes all kinds of strange problems we don't think about. And also, this is for the women out there, difficult menstrual cycles. So if your cycles are prolonged or heavy with a lot of clotting, you may need more omega. So if you have, teen girls, that's a good one to think about right there. So how do you get enough? Okay, you can get it from food. We want to get from food flax seeds, hemp seeds, chia seeds, walnuts, soybeans, spinach, Brussels sprouts, and salmon, sardines, herring, anchovies, oysters, eggs. So all of those are good ways, but usually we don't get enough because we can't eat enough. And most of our food is deficient, nutrient deficient. It's just not the same as it used to be. And a lot of people, guys, get their omegas from fish oils. We hear that all the time, fish oils. But the problem with that is you have to kill 4 pounds of fish to get 1 ounce of omega. Is that not crazy? And so we're depleting our fish supply. And if y'all have watched, I think it's called Seascape. Is that what it's called? It's a Netflix all about the issue of our ocean environment, what's going on with the excessive killing of our fish. It's a great thing to watch. And I know most of us are not that interested sometimes as we should be in the environment, because I'm reading a book right now, and he talks about all we care about is our life, right? We're self-centered. We just want to survive and thrive. But really, we should be thinking about the environment, especially if you have children, you want grandchildren, you want this beautiful earth to continue like it is. So another thing about the fish oil is they're usually full of toxins. So you have to be really careful because of the plastics. Think of all the medications and drugs and poisons that end up in our water. I think about especially the plastics. I've been learning about hormones lately, and plastics are a huge reason that we're having hormone issues. So to reduce that, many of us have chosen a plant-based omega. And of course, we love Juice Plus. So I got to say, it's Juice Plus omegas. And I love that it's all plants, and also that it's the perfect balance. Because if you're not balancing, if you're having too much or not enough of the other, it really does mess up your hormone levels, your immune system, all those things, because you don't want an overactive immune system and you don't want it underactive. We all know that after what we've been through the last few years, right? So what ours is the perfect balance of 3s, 5, 6, 7, 9, all plants. And that's why it's more pure than a fish oil you can buy over the counter or wherever. So I'm going to show you a short video with Dr. Jan Roberto explaining the plants that are in here and the benefits and why you need them if you want a better heart, your eyes, your skin, your hair, your nails, brain. That's a big one. Let's see, share the screen. So if you want to mute yourself out, that would be great. So we don't hear any background noise. Here we go.
This is Dr. Jan Roberto. I'm a family physician in Springfield, Ohio, and I've been practicing for over 30 years. I've also enjoyed the benefits of Juice Plus for over 15 years, and I'm so grateful for the protection, peace of mind, and have enjoyed healthy aging, excellent health, and considerable energy. I just want to take a few minutes to share the powerful benefits of the Omega Blend by Juice Plus and highlight the impact of the omega oils at the cell level. But let's first of all look at the Juice Plus product line. Juice Plus Trio is the condensed plant produce of over 30 fruits and vegetables and berries that provides the micronutrition that protects and repairs at the cell level. The Juice Plus Complete is a drink from 15 plant sources that provide healthy calories, protein, and fiber. There are over 39 published studies over the past 20 years that have clinically proven how Juice Plus supports and enhances wellness and contributes to optimal health. As a physician, I've been proud to share this resource to patients and friends. I'd like to shine the spotlight on the Omega Blend. In particular, studies have been done over the years on omega oils and how they directly affect the cell membrane formation and subsequent function of cells, tissues, and organ systems. Just look at all of these. There's over 200 health properties, and just pick a few: vision, heart health, inflammation, autoimmune issues, sleep, skin health, aging. Wow, that's a lot, isn't it? Well, I like to remember just 5. Remember the cardiovascular system, heart and circulation, brain health, eyes, skin, joints. There's so many positive effects that have been proven with omegas. Many people have taken or have tried fish oil in the past, and it's known for its large size and somewhat unpleasant aftertaste, and maybe some effects they didn't desire. And they desire something that avoids contaminants like mercury and killing tons of fish to obtain a small amount of oil. We have an amazing symphony of omega oils, all plant-based. It's a blend of 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, and have bypassed the middle fish and went straight to the source, which is a blend of 5 omegas, which includes the algae, berries, and seeds. So from 6 plant sources, you have the algae oil, as well as the sea buckthorn berry oil, and the seeds of pomegranate, raspberry, safflower, and tomato. And the pomegranate is just the predominant source of omega-5, the sea buckthorn for omega-7, which has cutting-edge research now, the omega-3 from all of them, as well as 6 and 9. And I think the capsule technology excites me even more lately because it is cutting edge, state of the art, and it actually protects the integrity of the omega oils on the inside to ensure that those oils stay effective and stable. So independent clinical research is currently being conducted on the Juice Plus Omega Blend that is in fact measuring that omega index at the cell membrane. It's looking at the effectiveness of our Juice Plus Omega Blend and the length of time for impact. So I hope you have learned the power of the Omega Blend by Juice Plus and the many health benefits that have already been proven for omegas in general. For about $1.10 a day, you can enjoy the Juice Plus Omega Blend from high quality omega oils and the benefits that will just add to your overall health protection. Thank you so much for being part of our mission to inspire healthy living. Hello there. My name is Dr. Jan Roberto.
So that's just a short video that I thought really highlighted how amazing our omega is. And we have a longer video if you want that. It's on the Healthy Living Revolution with Dr. Mitra Ray. And she goes through many more details. But does anybody have a question on here? Since we have Dr. Odom in the house, I'm sure we can answer your question. And welcome Diana and Christy. Dr. Odom, do you have a word to say while they're thinking of their questions? Oh, you're muted out. I'm sorry.
You encouraged us to mute out. So I just was saying, I don't have a comment at this point, but I'll be happy to toward the end or whatever, but I'll be glad if you have a question, be glad to try to answer it. Now you're muted. No.
I know, now I was muted out. I have a question. A lot of us love, the omegas, but what about children? Are these safe for children and for babies?
Well, sure, as long as you don't overdo this. With fruits and vegetables and berries, you really can't overdo it, in my opinion. You can't get enough tomatoes and spinach and cherries and cranberries and And so you just cannot overdo that. But because of the role that the omegas play in coagulation, you might be a little bit cautious about children overdoing the omegas. So with our fruit, vegetable, and berry blends, we say that that you can't overdose because this is balanced nutrition, and these are balanced lipids or fats. The omegas are. So we are all aspiring to get as many healthy fats, proteins, and carbohydrates in our diet every day. And that's where the fruit, the vegetable, and the berry are complex carbohydrates. Mm-hmm. The protein source that we use is from plants, from peas and beans, and those are perfectly safe and in balance, and you can't overdo those. And our protein source is anti-inflammatory, coming from plants, and we tend to eat too much protein from animal sources. And our omega-6, omega-3 ratio that you'll hear and that Jan mentioned needs to be balanced. It's kind of like your estrogen, progesterone hormones need to be balanced, or your healthy, beneficial versus non-beneficial bacteria need to be balanced. It's not a number that you're trying to achieve. It's the balance of the homeostasis. And when I was really cutting my teeth in anti-aging medicine, I attended several seminars, and one was on membrane medicine, and that was the future for human health, was to be able to quantify and ensure that we're getting enough of the constituents or components that make up your membrane. When I was in medical school, we differentiated a cell wall, the outside layer of the cell, and it's not a wall, it's a permeable membrane. So it's a cell membrane, and hence membrane medicine. So, but most of that membrane is a lipid, or it's a fat. So we need healthy fats in our diet, and that's what our omega blend is affording or offering. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, I know I have a friend, Allison. Most of us know Allison. She has babies, and she would just poke a little hole in it until they're old enough, to chew the capsule like Maria likes to do and actually enjoy it. But she would just squirt the oil in a little raspberry or just their food, I guess, mix it up. So you think maybe one omega for little ones would be okay? And then when they get, how old before they start having two? Because we have 2 a day.
I would think anywhere past 3, 4, 5, or 6, somewhere in there, they could tolerate 2, and even younger than that probably could. Okay. But with most everything, when it pertains to a child, it's always about caution, and it would be better to have too little than too much. So I'm not saying that you could overdose or that you could give too much, but you don't want to be telling a mother, no, there's no risk at all. So just be cautious about that.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. Okay.
Did anybody think of a question while we were talking?
I do, Angel.
Okay.
So would it be beneficial for pregnant women to take omegas with a baby, benefit from it? Or how does that work?
Absolutely. In fact, DHA and EPA are 2 omega-3s that are and have been recommended for pregnant moms for years, like 20 years or more, because that developing baby's brain is over 60% fat. And those are the healthy fats that babies require for a healthy brain. So absolutely, that would be indicated for a pregnant mom, and it would benefit her as well as her brain and her eyes and her skin and her joints, as well as the baby. And the beautiful thing about when the mother is eating extremely healthy, and that's our suggestion or strong recommendation, is to do that, well, then the baby benefits from what the mother is consuming herself.
That's a great question. Yes. And you know, I love learning about life in the womb. It's so fascinating to me. And when a mom is under emotional stress, that baby feels that. Isn't that cool? The baby can feel the stress. So I was learning from some, psychotherapists out there. I love learning this mental health stuff about little children, the way they learn to cope and things. A lot of times it starts in the womb. And I'm just thinking about the anxiety, how it helps you feel more calm, helps you sleep better, helps you have less anxiety. That's got to have an effect too. Yeah. Anybody else want to ask?
Because we're talking about in the womb, what we do know is that we have genes that are encoded in our DNA, and we know that we can't change our genes, but we inherit 23 chromosomes from each parent for a total of 46. And on those on those chromosomes, we have 23,000 genes, and we can turn genes on and off. It's called gene expression. And we know that when a mom is carrying that baby, her food choices affect genetic expression for her baby, and not just that baby, but her baby's baby, or that baby's, if that happens to be a male, well, then the DNA, the 23 chromosomes that the baby is offering to that forthcoming child, it's all multi-generational. We know that the foods that we consume affects more than just one generation. It's multiples. Mm-hmm. We don't know exactly how many, but they've done research showing that it's more than just one generation.
Yeah, that's fascinating to me. I remember when I was a health coach at Healthways, we had a doctor on staff, and he would do these weekly teachings, and I learned that, and I was like, wait a minute, what my children are eating is affecting their grandchildren. Maybe how many generations out?
Well, we know at least 2 to 3, and it might be as many as 5 to 6.
Yeah. Is that not crazy to think about what you eat is affecting the future generations? So yeah, I just want everybody to think about that. You're not only doing it for yourself, for your own health and longevity. And my reason for wanting to be healthy is because I want grandchildren one day, and I want to be able to chase them and play with them and run without aches and pains and, all those things that can hold us back. But yeah, just think about your reason why, the people in your life, because when you're healthy, and Maria, I've heard you say, when you're healthier, you're happy, and you can help more people. You can be a bigger blessing to others, even if it's just walking around with a smile on your face. You're making a difference. So I just want to encourage everybody to, take charge of your health, not just for yourself, but for other people too. All right, I gave y'all a few seconds to think about it, or a few minutes. Any more questions? All right. Well, I'll wrap up this call and just thank you all for coming. And if you're watching this on Facebook Live, reach out to the person who invited you to ask your questions. You may be that one person who just needs some more information. We've got so much for you. Again, we have longer videos on the omegas if you want those. And then 2, you might be like, I want to get started right now. It only takes about 5 minutes. We'll get you started on the products, and you can actually get at no cost to you fruits and vegetables for your child, chewables or capsules at no cost to you. It's part of our children's health study, which I love. And then 3, you might be like, I want to be on mission with you guys. My whole family needs this. I want to be part of this, because honestly, guys, when you join this community, it just helps you raise the bar. It just helps you take your level a little more seriously, because now it's not just about you, you're actually sharing and helping others. So that's the one I said yes to many years ago, and I didn't quite grasp it. I was a little bit of a slow learner, I like to say. It took me a while to realize how powerful and special this community is, but I'm so grateful for it today. And I'm just so grateful for the support. So thank you guys for joining. And if you want the recording, I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel. So ask me for that if you need it. And then it's in our private group. So love y'all so much. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you. David,
Bye.
thanks for tuning in. Good seeing you, man.
Yes, sir. Good to see you too. Hey, and this is special for you right here. Can you see that?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Roll Tide.
Football. War
Roll
Eagle.
Tide.
War Eagle.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm just kidding. Neither one of our kids went there, but you know. All right, bye, guys.
Fun. Yeah.
Bye.
Very good. All right. Good to see y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good
Bye-bye.
job, Angel.
Thank you. I'll Voxer you.